we've got a crew loading up pieces of the former dueling roller coaster. I'm at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas for the 58th week in a row, and we've got news on a roller coaster that's leaving, as well as updates to the 2027 roller coaster. Let's go around the park. Right here at the front, after you come on in, look to your right. They have a new display here. The windows, they got the Werewolf Gorge shirts, but this Iron Rattler tee looks really cool. I love the colors on that. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Fiesta Luz drone shows have now started here at Fiesta, Texas. They happen every night between June 15th and August 9th, after the park closes at 9:15 p.m. Now for the Fiesta Luz show, when you want to look at it, you come under the railroad tracks and then turn to your right. Go through this gate here to Lone Star Lil's. You can sit on the lawn and look at the show right beyond the quarry wall. Looking at the entrance to what was the Nosferatu house, we have work being done. This is exciting. They're working on Fright Fest 2026. We only know of 2 houses so far, The Conjuring, as well as Saw, Legacy of Terror. Don't know what this one's gonna be. Welcome back to the Hennisphere, everyone. Time to keep you up to speed on some stuff I talked about last week. So one of the things was Studio 6F, and you can see, oh, they have a sign now. All right, Studio 6F is temporarily closed for all other Fiesta Texas gear. Visit Six Flags Mercado. Okay, that is new. So I did hear from someone on TikTok, I believe. They left a comment saying they work for the park, and they said that they cannot share what's happening with Studio 6F, but they said it is undergoing a major renovation, and they have more stuff in the windows now. They have another sign here. But right in front of me, I should say, they have a curtain now on this window. It's covering almost everything. Not quite. I can still see a little bit of what's in there, but I can't see anything. I really can't tell. So strange. I wonder what it is. Now, there are some rides in the park undergoing major annual maintenance as well, and this one is another one. This is Bugs Whitewater Rapids. And I have only heard rumors about when it might be reopening. Someone said spring break of 2027. Oof is right. They are rolling trains on Superman Krypton Coaster. Love to see that. And Joker is open this week. Not sure what was going on last week, but it has a very healthy line. This is a good sign. The Hollywood store has its doors wide open. Let's go inside. So a lot of this appears to be from last year. They have The Conjuring, they have Annabelle, they have Saw. Those are the ones I expected to see. They also have Chucky over here, and it looks like Halloween as well. Michael Myers. Oh, and Scream and Killer Clowns. This one's interesting. They got Stranger Things Vecna. It's Six Flags, but if you just saw Universal Studios posted that Stranger Things Season 5 is coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year. They're gonna have a haunted house again for Stranger Things. They also have Cinema Slasher. That was a great house last year. But over here, I totally missed it. They have Candyman and another Candyman shirt. That's so interesting. A lot of stuff you see at Universal. Now today I thought I would switch things up by eating somewhere I never eat. And that is here in Rockville at Primo's. I'm gonna try some pizza. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I want. They also have a meatball sub. I should try that another time. So I just sat down to eat, and they have the pathway to the boardwalk closed, and it is 2:55 right now. I'm gonna have to go around and see if it's really not open yet. Look at that breadstick. Yes. Well, it is really hot outside, and unfortunately the AC is not working in here. I'm still sweating, but this looks delicious, so here we go. Yep. So the pizza is great. I don't really critique pizza. It's kind of hard to mess up in my opinion, so I'll either say it's good or I won't eat it again. This is good, but I notice I can see people writing Pandemonium from here. So I think they just forgot to open the gate on this side of the boardwalk. The other side looks like it's open. Well, that's it. That was delicious. Here at Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster, you can see the water's already changing colors again. It was emptied, then it was pretty blue. Now it's almost like a greenish blue. It is approximately 3:15 right now on Friday, June 19th, and they still have this closed.
Let me in. Let me in.
So I'm gonna walk around to the other side and see what's up, and if I see anyone working here, I'm gonna let them know that this should be open unless there's something going on I don't know about. Yeah, Primo's very hot in there. I don't think the AC was working. It was probably 80 to 85 degrees inside of there. And when I walked outside, very little difference. So I feel for the employees working in there all day. Hope they get the AC working better. Hey, here's a welcome sight. Daffy's bus stop is open again. It was down for a long time. All right, so I'm not going crazy. The boardwalk is open, but only from one side. Okay, so nothing weird going on.
Bruh.
But the gate is just closed, so everyone's gonna have to turn around. So I'm gonna go talk to someone. No, there's nothing new over here at the Hell Valley Cemetery. But like I said last week, this perimeter fencing has popped up in 2 other areas. One of them is at the very end of Dr. Diabolical's cliffhanger. Okay, I just told some workers here about the gate being closed. They said they would go check it out, so I'm walking around one way to the front of the gate. They went through the boardwalk to the back of the gate. Maybe I'll meet them there and catch them opening it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, survey says they are opening it. Yes, let us through. Let us through. All right. And you can see, not even like 10 minutes went by. Perfect. That's what you got to do, guys. If you see something, say something. Another sign has popped up here for Fiesta Luz, right down the middle of Main Street in Rockville. Now this area is normal with the arcade right there, but coming up in July, maybe in August, I do expect this to be closed up and gutted and turned into some kind of Fright Fest haunted house like in years past. Here at Sangerfest Hall, there is another show happening. This one is new as far as I know. It's called The Sound System. 6 p.m. Shows Friday through Sunday only. What's going on, Bob? Looking good. Love those lines. Look at these lines. Like a professional baseball field. You know, like I say, it really doesn't get much better than this. La Cocina de Cobre has been open for about 1 week now, and there's a lot of people packed around the gully washer. They're trying to get people wet. I love it. It's finally starting to feel like summer. And reminder, if you need to put some cash into your bank account because you need to spend it on something, you can just use this and get a card, a Visa card, with however much cash you have, and you can use that card anywhere, guys. You can put a maximum of $500 on these cards and then use them anywhere. I had to use it last week. It was perfect. Well, I found this Bucking Broncos sign over by Boomerang a couple weeks ago. It's over here now, but the ride is temporarily down. Here is your Werewolf Gorge construction update, and we actually have progress being made. They have a lot of these orange markers all over the place, and you can see it says Q right there on it. Rough B core, I think that's what the top says, but then it tells you what's going there towards the bottom. And here it says maintenance something. Some of these get easier to read. Can't read that one there, but closer to us there is one right here that you can see. Rough B core ride and maintenance building. So if you remember in the concept art, I know the billboard's literally right above me, but this area moving from left to right, that should be the station building and the maintenance shed. And then the ride is actually going to drop potentially like closer to us, like right where these rocks are. Like the ride is going to come right down to the ground and then go back up and continue towards launch 2. But up on the hill, there are more markers. Like there's a marker right there, kind of up by the water slide. And I think, yeah, there's one further up there. Can't quite read that one from here. It looks like it might just be a number. But that might be where some of the rock work is going. All in this grassy area in here as well. Can't wait to see all this get dug up. Can't wait to see the footers get poured and all that stuff. There's another marker like right by the rocks and the grassy area there. Can't read this one, but that's really cool to see, guys. And behind the scenes, there was a shipment received this week from Vacoma. And again, like Jeffrey Siebert has always said, this ride's going to be epic. He said, once again, it's exciting news and that it's epic. Now, out here on the main walkway, they have re-spray painted a little arrow or marker that should pertain to this water line or fire hydrant. And further down there, you can see they also redid the spray paint there. All right, so I've had to move locations again. So there's a drone show happening now. And at this time last year, Blockbuster Blast was happening every Saturday, I believe. It started in May. We're now in mid-June and it still hasn't become a normal thing yet. But Six Flags did file their annual permits for fireworks this past week or so. So it is good for 1 full year. So the fireworks will be going off around 9 p.m. every Saturday, but not yet. They're going to do a show on June 27th. And then after that is July 4th, the next weekend. And after that, there may be consistent fireworks every Saturday for Blockbuster Blast. So it's just really weird right now. They're not doing a lot of fireworks shows here at Fiesta, Texas, but they filed their permits. That's good. Fireworks will be happening sometimes this year. And remember, on July 4th, there are 3 fireworks shows happening, including the big 360 degrees fireworks shows all around the quarry wall in the park. On July 3rd, they are doing at least 1 fireworks show. Now, for Six Flags Over Texas, they are opening Tormenta Rampaging Run on Friday, June 26th. I'm really excited about it. However, I still don't know what the plan is for me riding it. I do want to go up there, but I need a little bit more information than just Saturday. Usually there's a little more information about previews and media stuff, and I'm still waiting on that. So I don't know what day I'll go up there. I don't have any plans just yet. And the other thing to note for Universal is that they are opening a new theme park, and it's in Texas. It is very close to Arlington, where Six Flags Over Texas is. So if you live up there, it's going to be really easy for you to go to a Universal Studios park. However, it is a kids park, and there have been previews going on with a lot of criticism, and I don't agree with all the criticism because, as I just said, it is a kids park. I really wish that people would withhold their judgment and comments until kids or their very own kids go and experience it for themselves. I think that their opinion is what matters the most, not enthusiasts, not the influencers and social media people. So I have no interest in going there. I don't have children, but if I did, I would definitely take them there to see what they think of it. And if they love it, that's all that matters. So we'll see how that park is once it opens. So far, the adults don't seem to care for it. But again, it's not for adults. And last but not least, Holiday World in Indiana is now teasing a major attraction. And it looks like around July 4th, they're going to announce whatever it is. And they've left us some clues. And they seem to point towards a Mock Rides Rockin' Boat, which would be unbelievable for that park. They are saying that it's going to be the largest investment in their park history, which is great. I mean, they have a terrific water park, so I could also see this being a water park edition, since they claim to have the best water park in the world by many metrics. So we'll see. But speaking of Rockin' Boat, Dollywood's opening is still undecided. So they mentioned it would be spring of this year. It looks like it'll be summer of this year, but we still don't know for sure. Same with Universal Studios Hollywood. They have the Fast and Furious spinning Intamin launch roller coaster opening soon. We don't know. There was a leak, or they posted something about an opening being the same day as Tormenta, and then they walked that back and said, no, it's not opening on June 26th. So we will wait and see for that. And that is everything I have for you today. We have a good crowd here today. We've got a crew loading up pieces of the former dueling roller coaster. Look at all that. It's a lot of activity there. And this truck has a piece of track getting positioned on the back of it right now. And once it's done, that compartment on the back of the truck is going to slide forward and conceal that track piece. There's another truck here that does not have that concealment on the back that's waiting to get some more track pieces or some parts. Now, I'm not going to get too close because it's really none of my business what exactly is going on, like where the track is going or what's going to happen afterwards with that plot of land. But it's so interesting to see the crew doing their thing in real time. They're moving so fast. They got the gate open there, and they got something else down there. Oh, those look like maybe from the PLC room. How awesome is that? Yeah, they're moving so quickly. They got a full crew. They got cars parked over there in addition to the transport haulers. Just zoom in on these pieces here. That's not Miss Kitty. That's something from the water park. Look at all that. And those look like electrical panels. Wow, did not think I would see that today. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed another week of updates from Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, and I really hope I get to go up to Six Flags over Texas. If you learned nothing in this video, just remember these 3 things. No good deed goes unpunished. Subscribe to me on YouTube because we're pushing towards 200,000 subscribers now. And when you're feeling stuck in life, like our friends at B&M always say, push down, pull up. That was another day in the Hennisphere.